Hello and welcome to this edition of Jerusalem Dateline. I'm Chris Mitchell. Terrorists struck at the heart of Jerusalem, but police thwarted what could have been a much greater terror attack near Jerusalem's Old City. Hamas praised the attack and noted that the three terrorists were able to avoid security all the way from the northern West Bank to Jerusalem. The attack came during a routine check by Jerusalem police. One policewoman was killed, the other wounded, when they confronted the terrorists.
Our police officers, in fact, spotted the suspicious individuals, approached them, and only then did they open fire at our officers. The three terrorists were shot and killed at the scene by a fast response by our units. Heightened security is continuing in the different areas in order to prevent any further terrorist attacks.
Police spokesman Micky Rosenfeld said the attack represented an escalation in the kind of attacks.
Well, we've seen over the last 2.5 weeks, we've seen disturbances and we've seen attacks that have taken place, including using explosive devices. This is something that is relatively new. This is something that we're now dealing with. But the situation here is under control. We're talking about a terrorist attack where our immediate response from our officers prevented any further people from being injured.
A number of the terror attacks in the recent wave of violence have taken place here at the Damascus Gate. It's a place that both Jews and Arabs use to get in and out of Jerusalem's Old City. Jerusalem's mayor, Nir Barkat, praised the police action.
Once they realized the suspected people, they approached the suspected terrorists, and indeed face-to-face combat took place, where unfortunately two of the security forces of Jerusalem were shot and knifed. However, a very swift response neutralized the threat, and the three terrorists were killed.
Barkat says despite the current wave of violence, Jerusalem is a safer city than most.
We have the best police in the world, we have the best security forces, and per capita we're safe as London when you really check the numbers. So actually when I fly to America, I pray to come back home safely to Jerusalem, because the crime rates in America are 6 times more per capita than in Jerusalem.
Hamas praised the attack. Much of the violence is fueled by incitement from the Palestinian Authority that calls these terrorists martyrs. They say the terrorists will inherit paradise through these attacks. Because of terror attacks like this, many people believe it really is an important time to be praying for the peace of Jerusalem.